family. It's your girl D Ray and my guy Dream Wise.
What's up? What's up?
Look at it. What's up? What's up? What's up? We back, y'all. Love Lingo every other Friday. Listen, it may turn into something that we do every Friday, but for right now, it is every other Friday, and we are back to talk about being committed to the path and being committed to your partner. What does that actually look like? You know, how do you actually succeed in being committed to the path and being committed to your partner, right? And a lot that has to do with that is your intuition. So y'all come on in. Let's see what's up. I'm turning back this way so that I can check out y'all coming in. So y'all come on in the chat room.
Yes, family, is go down. Love Lingo. We about to make some headway with this one. I gotta sign up. Wait. Headway with this one, family. Y'all come on, come on, come on. Okay, wait a minute. Let me share. Yeah, family. Peace to the family.
Come
Peace
on into the
family.
chat room. Peace to the family.
Go ahead and jump it off. Hey, let's get it rocking, rolling.
Listen, the first thing I want to say before we really even jump into the topic is one thing for sure. As we are on this journey, building relationships is important. I know this is an individual journey. Like, I know it's an individual journey. You entered this place solo dolo, or maybe you're a twin and you came in with somebody else. We understand that, but building relationships, healthy relationships that help you to transform on a soul level is important. Through your relationships is how you get to see what aspects and areas of your life, or of your thinking, of your habits, of your emotions that you need to transform. So this love lingo is so important. It's so important because we want to help you to build a solid relationship with yourself and build a solid, healthy relationship with the people that are around you. So again, welcome back to Love Lingo, how the gods and goddesses relate. We talk love, relationships, spirituality, sexuality, how all of those things come together to create this human existence, all right? The song of the day. I ain't gonna be able to sing it all because I don't really know it like that. The words. I love it though. I love the song though. It's called, this song is called Rhythm of Life by the Kindred, the Family Soul. And it is so good, babe. You know this song because I played it for you because I just be like, y'all ever hear a song that just touches your whole soul where you just feel it? What you know about that? I know one of the main important parts of the song is loving you is a dance, a rhythm of life. And if there's a chance, I want you till I die. Loving you is a dance, the rhythm of life. The rhythm of life. Loving you is a dance. Man. Oh.
That's facts. Yeah, man, that's how that music touch you, man. That music touch the soul and
touches the soul.
And melts you in a whole different way. That's what this thing is. It's a song, the universe, one song. So this music, this high vibrational pitch, these tones, this spoken word, is artistry. That's what it is, man. It just makes beautiful ballet. These strings. For real. What's up, Roz? What's up, Shingham Tactical? We are
Shinigami Tactical. Love that name. What's up, Roz? Yeah, in the song, a part of the song that it says is and if I were hungry, I'd want you instead. The girl said, I'd rather starve and be with you than eat. Now that's love. Oh, we got to talk about that too. So y'all family, go ahead and come on in. I need to do a better job at promoting Love Lingo. Like I should have been promoting it like on Monday and then on Wednesday and then of course earlier today. But man, it's just been busy. So I'm gonna do a better job at that. But yeah, we gotta talk about love, relationships, commitment, being committed to yourself and to the path, and allowing that commitment to be what helps you and aids you in your commitment to your partner, and the importance, excuse me, and the importance of following your intuition, your inner knowing, as you are in relationships and as you are growing and healing within yourself. So, all of that is so important in order to create and have healthy, transformative relationships. Like, y'all, we do not have to go through hell and high water in our relationships. There are challenges that we do face in our relationship. There are differences in opinions that we do have to discuss. There are, thought processes and thought patterns and thought habits and emotional habits that may be different from one another, but we still can do more than just coexist. We can still thrive within those relationships with those apparent differences. The most important thing in having healthy relationships is having two people who are committed to the path, who are committed to their path, who are committed to manifesting and fulfilling their purpose, who are committed to evolving, transforming, growing, and glowing. I think that's one of the most important things in relationship, having that knowing, having that awareness. Why? Because on this path and on this journey, we know and we understand that there's things within us that we have to heal, that we have to change, that we have to shed light on. So if you know that through your commitment to the path, you're able to navigate your relationship even better. You know what I mean? So this is dope. I'm excited. I'm excited for this topic. I'm excited to talk about the intuition and how to listen to intuition, and the mind games that our intuition, not our intuition, the mind games that our ego can play with us when it comes to the intuitive messages that we actually receive. So yeah, y'all coming on in here, make sure y'all like the video and all of that awesome stuff like that. If you're watching the video, say what's up in the chat, so that we can know that you're here. Babe, what is your understanding of being committed to the path and being committed to your partner? What does that actually mean for you? What does that actually look like for you?
In a nutshell, you really want to know, huh? Early, you trying to drop the bomb early.
Yeah, let's go ahead and jump in, because we got to figure out what we eating tonight and
all of that good
celebrate
stuff.
some other stuff. Yeah.
What it is, family, is that your partner should be a reflection of you. So you have to see something in your partner that you're striving for. So, for instance, in my queen, B. Ray, I see something that I'm missing because she's outgoing, she's ready to move, and blah 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 blah. And that effect should inspire you, help you grow in whatever your plight or journey is. So this reflection, this mirror is your true self. This is what you're trying to reach, right? You're looking at yourself, but you're looking at it in a whole nother lens. So if they're not pushing you in, and it's not pushing you in a kind of motivation way or no shit like that, it's more so in the aspect of just their being should be something that you're chasing. Okay, so this is a deep concept because a lot of us get into relationships with people that are just like us and blah, 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 because we feel comfortable in that state.
Right.
But in all actuality, this person is supposed to be the yin and yang, the opposite, right? The opposite, or it's something that you're missing inside of you that that when you put together, it makes this whole. Okay, so this is very important to understand that. That's just the beginning of this thing, because at the end of the day, this still is a personal journey within. Okay, right. So at the end of the day, this is all about love for yourself.
Thanks.
Yourself. But this partner, this soulmate, this twin flame is somebody that's supposed to spark more intuitive light inside of you so you can be able to drive this spiritual plight home.
Look at you dropping science on relationships.
That's what it is, babe. I'm telling you, man, because every time I look at you, if I don't feel inspired, then you ain't the one for me, or my time with you has, ran out. So there's some, and it doesn't have to be like something, a conscious thing that you notice. It can be something that's, uh, that's not really noticeable, not really
subtle.
real subtle, or even to the point where, you can be getting angry at your partner. Anger is good, family. Anger is good, but you don't know why you're angry at them. You just like, damn, look at this motherfucker here. You know what I'm saying? That's it. That's this gnosis. That shit right there. And you're angry because you're hating on the aspect of them that's in the node, that's in there now, that you're trying to reach to that goddess level inside of you. You see what I'm saying? Or God level inside of you if it's reverse, right? So now this fun mirror, that's what it is, opposite fun mirror, or you could just say mirror, is that reflection. You want to feel this energy of, because what's happening is it's the ego. The ego is in the way still. Okay, that's why you hate. So now,
come on.
Now, whenever you're able to break that ego, now you're able to see the beauty that your partner is bestowing, and then you can understand. You can understand that you're trying to chase after that element within inside of you. Go see Bobby's sex, or what is it, love tape. All right, everybody seen that love tape. Yeah.
Hey, you is dropping. Y'all better be getting some of that science. Hold on. Babe, that's important. That's it. Because in our reality, we as individuals are whole entities within ourselves. And what we get out of having these spiritual relationships is a compliment, right? Like, you are my compliment, I am your compliment. And it's a matter of making one another better, challenging one another, helping one another to evolve. In my opinion, and in my intuitive knowing as the relationship alchemist, that's what a soulmate is here to do. Help you to rise to the greater form of yourself, help you to continue to evolve and peel back, aspects of yourself, to get to know yourself on a deeper, more holistic level. So that's beautiful. Opposites attract, and like attracts like. Like, that's just the laws of the universe, y'all. The universe in itself and spiritual concepts in itself are always contradictory. It's always contradictory. There's always going to be, exceptions to these rules, especially rules in relationships. All right. So that is everything that you just dropped right there, babe, is like everything. And so in order for you to have a real healthy relationships, real transformative relationships, one, again, I say you got to be committed to the path. And what is the path even? What is the path even? And we're not going to give it terms like left-hand path or anything like that. We're going to simply put it is know thyself. Mm-hmm. And when you're committed to knowing yourself, you take the opportunities that you receive in your relationship and you let those situations and circumstances, you let them actually evolve you. It takes hella balls and hella internal knowing and courage to be able to recognize when you are low-key hating on your partner for a certain aspect of them that is actually something that you want to cultivate. That takes hella courage, because that's some shadow self stuff too, because it's so against what you would ever allow to come out of your mouth, what you would ever allow somebody to really know that you had those thoughts and you had those feelings, right?
Mm-hmm.
But as we're on the path of know thyself, you have to shed light on those things that are beautiful about you and those things that are not so beautiful about you, and those dark side things, those
Mm-hmm.
low vibrational emotions. You got to shed light on those things. So you have to be committed to allowing all of that to be revealed to you,
Mm-hmm.
right? You have to be committed to allow all of that to be revealed to you. Relationships and your partner does absolutely, we know this, serve as a mirror. I've said this before. Dream, you show me what it looks like to have that divine willpower, that sacred discipline. Like, you have shown me through our relationship that side of myself that I needed to see, and that I needed to implement within my own life in order for me to be my best self. Because this is what you got to understand. We come to earth, when we manifest in this lifetime, we come with karmic patterns. And this is not me saying karma or anything like this. I'm simply saying in past life, there are certain thoughts, there are certain habits, there are certain emotions that you absorbed and that you obtained. And those things come with you into your present lifetime or into the next lifetime. So the knowledge and the wisdom that you are obtaining in this lifetime will surely affect you once you make the transition and once you determine where you are going after that, right? That's why it's so important to study, right? Because the more you know, the more you add to your Akashic records, the more you have impact in your next lifetime, right? And so we come to this lifetime with certain patterns of thought, and your relationships, all relationships, not even just your relationship with your partner, all relationships are serving to reveal to you a karmic pattern for you to unwind, redo, evolve, transcend, all of those things like that. So I know through our relationship, I'm learning how to push myself far beyond, where I consciously think I can go. I'm learning from you through our relationship, balancing play and work and play. I'm learning that. I see that from you. You understand what I'm saying? And this is on a deep soul level. So when you are committed to the path and you're committed to allowing the path to show you things and teach you things, and you understand that all of your experiences are a reflection of you, then you can make a commitment and you can have a healthy relationship and you can know what it is that you have to do within that relationship for you to continue unfolding to your full God self-realization.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Because that's all we're here to do. We are here to fully realize ourselves and let our inner selves really, be expressed in this lifetime. That's what we're here to do.
Right.
And our relationships give us opportunities to recognize the different areas that we're blocking the fullness of ourselves at.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's it, man. Because and shout out to the family, man. Shout out Emma Lawson. What's up, sis? What's up, Phil? What's up, Mary? Sybil? What's the deal? Kindred spirits, man. We in here, huh? Energy mood. What is up? What's up, Stray? Yeah, man. That's what it is, man. This is all about this work, self realization. You are here to get to pile drive through this work. So, that willpower and stuff, baby, I appreciate that. But that is what it is. Like, I have to do this work because I'm trying to transcend. I'm trying, just like Mook was saying on that last video, building up your astral body, building up till forever and ever and ever. Once you realize that this is a prison, a trap, you trying to get out of this thing for real and get to the real world, back to the real world. But at the same time, you can still have fun down here with your twin flames and your soulmates that y'all agreed upon.
You for sure agreed upon it.
To understand why you came back in the first place. Like for me, I came back to do this work, to uh, actually help others gain. And I don't know why the hell I chose that path, but I did. And I'm here now. And yeah, that's what it is. So
And
now, if I'm here to help others, I have to be able to swallow that all the way and understand that within myself. And then also understand that I still need to be helping myself because I am the master student. Ain't nobody as studious as me. And I'm not talking about reading books. I'm talking about doing the work, trying things, experimenting, and understanding where you're going in the long run of this thing, which is eternal forever. God.
factuals. And it's so important, y'all. Like, our relationships are so freaking important. Wow. When you are, sometimes we can lose track of it because we so caught up in just going. You got the kids, you got this, da 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 da. Your relationships serve a great purpose. I'm telling y'all, I've been doing my past life regression healing. This is day 11 of meditating every day on my past life, and allowing spirit to reveal to me different things by different experiences that I have with people. Y'all, yesterday I had went to the store to go get a folder. I went into a Ross just because I wanted a folder. This is the exact folder that I got, actually. I just wanted, don't mind the little oil stains on here from my hands, lotion and stuff. I wanted to go get something like that, right? And I'm looking around. This is so dope, babe. I didn't even tell you this. So I go in there, I grab the folder, and of course I want to go and look at the little home decor, little trinkets and stuff like that, little statues or whatever. And I just get stopped by this Buddhist statue. And it was funny because I had been asking myself the question, where did I spend a past life in Asia? Where did I spend a past life in Asia? Because I know I spent a past life in Asia, but I kind of wanted to know more specifically about where I did it, right? And so I have been asking myself that, and I've just been contemplating on it, right? So I'm in Ross and I'm on the aisle. I'm in Ross and I'm on the aisle with the little Buddhist statues, and I'm looking. And this little old Asian man comes up to me and he was just saying, Laos, Laos, Laos. And I'm like, Laos? He has hearing aids in his ears, right? And he was like, you. And he's like, it's beautiful, you. Basically just talking to me in the best of his ability, telling me that like the statue was me and I needed to get it and things like that. You, Laos. That's what he was saying. And, in Ross and Marshalls and things like that, they always have a lot of globes. He goes and grabs the globe, spins around to Asia, and puts his hand on Laos. And I was like, oh, shit, Spirit, you coming through. Y'all, nothing is coincidence.
Mm-hmm.
Like, do y'all know how random that is? Since when, it happens, but those moments are spiritually moments you need to pay attention. Because I
Yeah,
was just
babe,
like,
this is the thing. None of this stuff is coincidence. That's why
it's
people have to
not.
understand. No, that's what I'm saying. That's why people have to understand that when Kobe transitioned, there is no coincidence in any of this stuff and all these numbers and all this stuff that
Right.
I was relaying, that there is no coincidence. This stuff is speaking to uh a certain vibration, certain energy that's happening right now on the plane, on this plane. And we have to recognize it because it's telling us a story in the story that's happening. So
Right.
you have to, like what you say, you have to use your intuition and your
Have to.
punches and be the Sherlock Holmes of this thing. So yeah, all it like once you start understanding and knowing like there is no coincidence, that's just a made up word, then you'll start getting back to your true self, which is the spirit. That's how we were billions of years ago. We just went with our spirit. So everything how the air blew, how the wind blew. See what I mean?
Yeah. And that's what was amazing because, and that kind of goes hand in hand with what we're going to go into a little bit later in this conversation. But when the guy said that and he got the globe and went to Asia and it was right next to Thailand, because I was thinking I came from Thailand, but when he showed that, and that kind of just randomly spiritually aligned and happened when I literally was trying to be in and out of there, I was like, wow, that's dope. But I was saying that story because I did a past life regression meditation and I went to Asia and I was seeing myself, y'all. This was happening in this past life, in this Asian life. This is a male lifetime or a masculine lifetime that I had. And I was a poor man, right? I was a poor man. And you know how in places like Asia, they have like their royalty. They have the people who, when you bow to them, you got to bow like this or whatever. And so in my meditation and in my imagination, as I'm just going, I see this beautiful woman who's like dressed in like beautiful pink and red Asian clothes, and she's royalty, obviously, like she's sitting on top of a pedestal. And we had just this connection. Though I'm a poor man and she's a rich woman or a prosperous woman, we just had this connection. I just knew. And in that meditation, I knew that she was dream. Listen to what I'm saying. In that meditation, when I went back to my past life to do this past life healing work, I knew that the rich, prosperous woman was Dream. I knew it. It looked like him. Y'all don't know how he looks. You know, maybe if y'all come to New Orleans, you'll get to meet him in person. But it looked like him, but in a feminine form with the Asian skin tone, Asian eyes, but it was him. And I just knew it. I knew that it was him. And I knew that we had a soul to soul connection as I was in that past life regression meditation. So I say all of that to say your relationships are powerful and they're purposeful. They're powerful and they're purposeful. And when you are committed to the path and you're committed to your relationship, you're committed to your partner, you're committed to helping each other to evolve and to grow into your best, highest self and to really have that God self-realization. You are in that relationship to help your partner to remember who they are and for your partner to help you remember who you are on the soul level. And so that dream or that meditation had just blew me away. Okay. And so it gave me a greater level of love and respect for Dream because I'm realizing what he has served to reflect to me and to teach me about myself. And it ain't even from this lifetime. We're just living it out in this lifetime. We are fulfilling it in this lifetime. We made the agreement lifetimes and lifetimes and lifetimes ago. And now we are manifesting that fully. So when you think of your relationships from that place, from that greater supernatural place, it's easier for you to have more respect for yourself in relationship and more respect for your partner in relationship. It's easier for you to be open-minded. It's easier for you to be able to look at the entire picture. Sometimes you're having a disagreement with your partner and it ain't nothing from this lifetime. Y'all still arguing, you know, from 100, 200 lifetimes ago. All right. But when you're committed to the path, you're able to actually identify those things within yourself, those karmic patterns that come from a past lifetime that you are unwinding and redoing in this lifetime through your relationship. Okay. We are doing healing work through our relationships. We are healing past life stuff through our present relationships. And again, this is not just your relationship with your partner. This is your relationship with your daughter, your son, your mother, your father, your best friend, right? So when you're committed to the path, you're able to recognize those things. Now, another thing that we were going to talk about in this conversation was your intuition, right? And your intuition is directly connected to, of course, your spirit, your subconscious mind. And your intuition sees the entire picture. Your intuition knows who your partner was in that past life. That's what led you to, to say hey to him when you first met him. That's what led you to, ask that girl for her number, when you didn't know, when you didn't even understand why you were saying what you were saying or why you were doing what you were doing. You're like, what? You want me to go talk to her right now? Like, what? No, what? Your intuition downloaded to you, hey, go talk to her, because your intuition, your spirit, your soul knew that this was a relationship that was going to evolve you and lead you to your greatest greatness.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We got to trust our intuition and our relationships,
Yeah. Facts. Yeah, go with your heart, move with your heart. That's it. Because this human brain, you gotta throw that out the window. This thing is not logical. We gotta get out of this process of logic, and we gotta start moving with that feeling that we feel from the inside, and then do this thing from inside out. Because that's what's gonna bring you this this magic you see around you, or is gonna walk you into the path that you're supposed to be in. So if you feel like I gotta go say something to that girl, that's it. Go move towards it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You gotta you've been thinking about dogs all day, and then all of a sudden you see a girl with a dog on her shirt, and you're
Right.
like, damn, why does she, I was just thinking about them type of dogs all day. They've been coming to me all day. Now that's your cue to act and move. Why? Because your spirit is trying to move you into the right direction to where it's gonna have you uh walk out your path that you plan to have in this adventure.
Right.
So do it. You gotta move in that flow. Don't think about it. Oh, I was just thinking about dogs. That's a coincidence. No, bitch. No. Run to the dog. You know what I mean? Run to that symbol. This whole mechanism is symbols. This whole realm, this whole earth realm is symbols. So you have to move with them little hunches, that smell you've been smelling all day. You know what I'm saying? That taste you've been having in your mouth. You know what I mean? That taste for some kind of food you have. Run to that. And that little girl in the back of that Domino's pizza that said something, you gotta investigate that. You know what I mean? You look like a person that like pepperoni or whatever. Oh, okay, yeah. Damn, oh yeah. How'd you know? Because everybody like pepperoni, bitch. I'm just rambling now, but y'all get the
You
point,
sure
man.
are.
Y'all get the point. Run to it. Run to it.
You sure did just go on a rambling rant. But the point is made. Like, our intuition is communicating so many things to us, even about the relationships that we have, about where the relationship may be headed, about changes that need to be made in a relationship, about different approaches you need to have when dealing with your partner, when interacting with your partner, when interacting with your children. Your intuition is dropping stuff on you. Your intuition will drop on you exactly how, if your partner didn't have a good day, you already know and can feel it prior to even interacting with them. But what are you going to do? Are you going to use the information that your intuition has delivered to you? And I made the video today. If y'all haven't seen it, go check it out. It's real quick, 10-minute video. Just talking about how, one, our intuition sends us messages randomly. It just be dropped on you out of nowhere. And it's outside of your stream of thoughts. It's very quick. It's emotionless. It just is, right? And in that moment, you have to decide. And I'm telling you right now, from my own experience, we got to just go with it that quick. Just go with it. Like, intuition say left, just go left. Because when we start to rationalize and humanize and try to break down and understand why we are being asked to go a certain direction, we will almost always pick the direction that is easiest. It is human nature. It's human nature, right? For example, you may be deciding that you want to eat a little bit healthier or something like that, but then you get a craving for cake or something, you know. Your spirit has already said to you, you need to eat a healthier diet. You know that. But when that cake is in front of you and this salad is in front of you, and you're going back and forth within your mind, what am I going to do? What am I going to do? What am I going to do? You're almost always going to at least take one bite of the cake. Because it's easier for you to do that, right? Our human nature is called to do what is easiest for us, right? So we're training ourselves to be okay with being uncomfortable. We're training ourselves to do what is more challenging. We're training ourselves to do the illogical thing because we're trusting our intuition. And our intuition is always leading us to have better, healthier relationships. Our intuition is always helping us to get from point A to point B faster. Why? Because your intuition has the bird's eye view. Your spirit can see point A, B, and C. Your spirit can see the whole thing of what you actually want to manifest and where you actually want to go. But when we don't listen to our intuition, we have pit stops, detours, and all of these things like that stop us from reaching those goals the way that we need to. All right. So meditation helps you to be able to really get a grip on what's intuition and what's mental habits, right? Like some of the thoughts that we're having are simply mental habits. The decisions that we make on a day-to-day basis are mental habits. How you interact with your partner are mental habits, right? And your intuition be dropping stuff on you on different things that you need to do in order to have a healthier, better relationship. Again, we oftentimes choose to do what is easier, all right? So right now in this space and time, it's been a great month of January. There have been different challenges. There have been different realizations that we've had. We got to go with intuition in everything, in all aspects. We grow when we strengthen our intuition, when we just trust, when we just do, when we receive the message and we just do it, however you may receive it, right? But you got to meditate to know how you're receiving those messages. So important, y'all. So important. Listening to your intuition is going to create healthier relationships. Listening to your intuition is going to help you to grow and evolve faster on the path. Why? Because you're building up your communication with yourself. And that's what we got to do. The better you know yourself, the better you can know your partner. Why? Because everything is just reflections. Everything is just reflections. Relationships are just there's a mirroring effect that is happening in relationships, and it's deep, right? It's deep, and so the more that's why the title is Committed to the Path and Your Partner. Well, I don't know how we worded it.
Committed to your path and committed to your partner and the path. Committed to your partner and the path, because that's right. What it is, family. When you first and it should be the other way around, but you commit to yourself, this love for self first, and then as you're finding this love for yourself, you don't have to do no work with your partner, because your partner is also going to elevate with you. This is how this thing works. That's why you shouldn't tell no dead people anything, because if they not growing with you, they wasn't meant for you. That's the whole thing with this thing. Like when we're growing in ourselves, the people that's supposed to be with us are going to be with us. If they can't hear the message, then it wasn't for them. Like for instance, all these people was on the live. What was that when we did the
Wise Wednesday?
The 823 guide, Wise Wednesday, and they didn't even understand. I don't give a fuck about y'all new people. I'm talking to family. I'm talking to the chaos family. y'all can't hear the message because y'all looking for the conspiracy, the Illuminati.
Mm.
They looking for something else. I'm talking about the energy. You know what I mean? These people want to do who did it and why, detectives and shit, but that shit is some bullshit. You know what I'm saying? You have to be able to tap into this energy that's about you, that's about you evolving. Not no, not no appeasing your ego because he found out somebody on in the Bilderberg family did it or whatever the fuck. That shit don't matter. What you gonna do to them? So no, get off my page. I don't care. I'm not talking to you. Talking to family.
Right. People who are committed to the path, right? The path, which is self-realization.
Yes, and the self-realization is for the love of your true self, your higher self. That
Yes.
eighth chakra, like I was saying, this 823 God is for real. You know what I'm saying? You trying to get into the Kalipah, the backside of that tree of life. We in the tree of knowledge. We eating from that tree. We're not playing with these people still eating on the tree of life. Y'all stay over there. Kobe just gave us too many clues. Hey, we on the back. We over here in the back. Purple to gold. Purple crown to gold. Soul star. Let's go. We trying to get up out of here. See what I'm
Right.
saying? These people are committed to this human body, but they not committed to their real. The body gonna die. This thing dies. What about your true self? What about that?
That's facts. That's facts.
So once you fall into love with that self, now your partner, your relationship with that partner is gonna be that much easier, that much copacetic. Now you're making love to that aspect of you that's growing also. You see
Right.
what I'm saying? Because that's what it is. It's yin and yang. It's the balance. You know what I'm saying? You had the yin and yang in yourself, but now y'all as a couple is one entity.
Facts.
We are one. This is what this whole thing is about. You are
We are one.
facts. We are one.
No
Don't
matter what we do, we are one. Yeah, yeah. And love will see us through. Y'all know that song.
But if
And
you
that's
have
the
to
way
love
it
yourself, you
is.
have to. So
Damn,
then,
I'm gonna jam that right now.
yeah, so then when you do that, now everything else is just, uh, it's a piece of cake with their partner. The right person is gonna come to you um, when you're falling in love with yourself because it happens that way. Because you start picking up on these symbols, this light, this intuition, these knowings, right? And then all of a sudden they fall in your lap. You know what I'm saying? So
And
all these love.
not only that, you fall when you start, and that's why committed to the path is so important. And that's why committed to the path goes before committing to a partner. Because when you are committed to the path, we already just said you're committed to the aspect of know thyself. Meaning you are willing to look at your light and your darkness, right? What
Yes.
you show the world and what you keep hidden, right? This little light of mine and your shadow self, that darkness of yours. You're willing to look at and accept all the fullness of who you are, right?
Yes.
You're willing to look at that, love that, and accept that. That's what you're
Mhm.
willing to do. So being committed to that aspect of the path is what the path is, right? Committing to yourself,
Mhm.
committing to whatever you set out to do, you're going to do, right? So that's one. And when you commit and you love yourself on that level and you love yourself on a soul level, at that point, then you trust your intuition. Your intuition says go right, you go right. Your intuition says go left, you go left. You just do it, right? You just do it. And that just doing, that just trusting, that's building your relationship with yourself. That's building your communication with your higher self, right? Your spirit guides is really just aspects of you. So that's what it is. And when you do that, your steps are aligned, right? Your steps are ordered, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you end up connecting and aligning with a vibration that is that corresponds with your vibration.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So that's what ends up happening. So you got to be committed to the path before you can commit to a partner. And then when you get in that committed relationship, both parties need to be committed to the involvement of themselves and the involvement of their relationship. I talked about this in a video a long time ago. There are specific things that are needed in a relationship for the relationship to thrive. And one of those things is both parties got to be growing and evolving, changing, right? Challenging themselves to be their best, to be their best selves. That's how we have a thriving relationship. We have a thriving relationship when we can manifest together, when we can say, this is something that we want to bring into fruition and we actually see it come to pass, right? A thriving relationship. Thriving relationships are when both parties can surrender their ego when it's time to do that. When it's time for you to self-reflect and say, damn, you know what, I messed up. Damn, that was my shadow self. Damn, that was an aspect of myself that I ain't really put a lot of light and attention is, but this disagreement that we've had, I'm surrendering my ego and I'm able to say, that's something that I need to work on. There's something else that I need to heal. There's something else that I need to look deeper into. All right. And so in relationships, what you are basically doing is loving yourself through another person. Okay. The love that I give to you is a reflection of the love that I ultimately have for myself. All right. I'm
Yeah.
going to give you a foot massage because I deep down inside want a foot massage.
Oh
You know,
yeah. Yeah.
that's the type of energy that it is. I'm gonna give you a foot massage because I know that that is something that will bring me pleasure, relaxation. That's gonna help me to just feel good, and I want you to feel good, right? So, but you got to be committed to the path. You got to understand that, and you got to listen to your intuition. You have to listen to your intuition so that you can make the right choices, y'all. Like on this spiritual journey, there are choices that we have to make, right? And you want to make the decisions that are in alignment with your highest good. You want to make the decisions that are in alignment with you getting to where you got to go in this lifetime with as least drama as possible. Intuition is going to help you do that, right? A lot of us have had those situations like, damn it, I knew I was supposed to do this. I
Mm-hmm.
knew I should have did that. All right. So we also have those situations in relationships. All right. We have those same situations in relationships. So we got to listen to our intuition.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Got to
That's
listen to our intuition. So family, be committed to the path. When you commit to the path, it's easier to commit to a partner because you are, you're in this, you're like a tree in the wind. You're able to just, you are grounded and you stand firm in who you are. And when adversity comes, you just kind of move like that. You know what I mean? But essentially, you're firm in who you are. You know who you are. And it's easy for you to self-correct. All right. It's easier for you to make those adjustments. Because if you're not willing to look at yourself in relationships, the relationship won't work. And those of us who are committed to the path, we're looking at ourselves all the time. We're always being internal beings. We're always reflecting on what is going on within us. What are our thoughts? What are our feelings? What has our past life taught us that we've brought to this life? And so that's why being committed to the path is so important prior to being committed to a partner. All right. And your partner can help you to further your commitment or deepen your commitment on the spiritual journey. by being a mirror, seeing your partner grow and transform and be light. That's, excuse me, that's one of the things that attracted me to Dream. When we first started, we were just friends. Man, we were just friends for years. And there was one point in time to where I literally only thought of him as a friend. And then, man, his aura started popping, y'all. This was before I even knew what auras was. I didn't know the word auras at this time. Or I knew auras, but I didn't know how deep it really got. And so I remember being at his apartment. He was a bachelor. I remember being at his apartment, us just being friends, never done anything. And I just remember looking at him and just being kind of in a daze, almost infatuated, for lack of a better word. I just remember being amazed. You see how my head is turned to the side because I'm visualizing and remembering that time. But I just looked at him like in amazement. And his aura was popping. Y'all, he was so light. He was so light. He's still light now. I'm just telling you what that was, being able to see that, you know. And so in relationships, we want our partner to see things like that in us, and we want to see that in them. And being committed to the path gives you that. You know, it gives you the opportunity to see your partner and to see yourself evolve and transform into new being. Because when you transform on a spiritual level, your external appearance is transformed. You look better. You feel better. When I say feel, I mean when people enter your presence, they feel the essence of a goddess, right? They feel the essence of a god. They feel divinity. And so, man, your relationship serves to help you to get to that point. If you're not rising up in your relationships, then you're probably committed to your partner, not committed to the path. And there's a balance there. If you're not seeing yourself grow and evolve to greater levels of self, of knowingness, you're probably committed to your partner and not committed to the path. And when you commit to the path, your relationship just works out. And even if it doesn't work out, it's still healthy. There's still something there. You're still able to have a broader perspective of it, right? You're able to really see it, right? So commit yourself to the path. I know all y'all in the chat room, I know y'all are committed to the path, all right? You want to be in a relationship with someone who's committed to the path as well. And that's why I said, we're not going to say it's the left-hand path. I'm not even saying the left-hand path because some of y'all are in relationships with people who've never heard the words left-hand path, who've never heard of the words occult and things like that. You're probably in relationships with people who don't even think in that aspect. But can you see that they're always striving to be their best self in the way that they know it now, right? If you can see and recognize that, you probably got something good and healthy going on there. And just keep living your best life. Because let me tell you, and I know I'm going off because I'm about to get out of here, right? People don't change and evolve just because you tell them. Just because I say to Dream, our children, my mother, whoever, yeah, you know, you should do this. You should meditate. This is the best thing for you. People don't evolve and change for that. Your relationship is not impacted just because you talk about it. Your relationship is not transformed just because you talk about it. Your relationship is transformed because you do the inner work. People want to know what it is that you're doing because they see something in you that says, damn, she doing something. I need to know what she doing. You know, she looking good. She's healthy. She's happy. She's prosperous. What is she doing? What is he doing? And that thing is, I'm committed to the path. I'm committed to knowing myself more. I'm committed to doing the internal work. And so that's how it's supposed to be in relationships, y'all. That's how it's supposed to be. It's supposed to be focused on your inner work and allowing your inner work to transform you. All right?
Facts on facts on facts. Yeah, family, that's what it is, man. You talk about love for self or love for humanity. You know what I mean? So when you get into this heart chakra work, you have to rid yourself of all that you got. This work is you don't want to say like a selfish thing, but you do have to be selfish in nature if that's what it is, because you have to be fully engulfed in understanding yourself, right? And in this understanding of self, you're able to still share time and bond with other people because you understand yourself now. You understand yourself more. And that is power. That's what this power is. You see what I'm saying? I'm so engulfed in my work that I have to express myself creatively. Because if not, I get on lives and I just chaos. I'm chaos. That's why I have to do scripted videos to calm myself down. Because I'm too much chaotic energy inside of me. Expressing, I'm just going and going. So I have to be able to slow down and express this thing in a whole different light, right? Once you fall in love with your work and getting into all this stuff, getting into the fun of this work because it's fun, you will start understanding what I'm talking about because you have to let something out. Something has to be let out creatively. That's why we talk about this creative sphere because now either with whatever you love cooking or whatever, something has to be let out creatively in as you're growing within yourself because you came down here for a purpose and your purpose is going to be set, is going to be made for real.
All right, y'all. We about to get out of here. Got to figure out what we about to eat in this household. But y'all commit to the path. Once you commit to the path and you commit to doing your inner self work, the relationships and all of that will work out. It will work out. In your commitment to the path, follow your intuition. It ain't really, that's the whole science, right? Follow your intuition, commit to the path. That's another episode of Love Lingo. We got to be having these conversations, family, because I know some of y'all might be single, but let's not act like you're not looking. And if you ain't looking, you are in patient expectation of someone to enter your path that is going to enliven, your life. And so even if you're single right now, these conversations is going to help you to be better, when that right person or when your next relationship does manifest. You know what I want? It is my goal. Something that I would totally love to see happen, something that y'all are going to have to share with me. But I so would love for couples to listen together to Love Lingo and discuss the topic that we're having. Say after this video is done or whatever, you listen, you pause, and then you talk to each other about it. You listen some more, you pause, and you talk to each other about it. That's how we build in relationships. So that's my goal for this show, as it continues to expand and to grow. That it is. I'm putting in present tense. It is something that couples can refer to together while on their path, while in their relationship. Something for you to build upon. That's how Dream and I's relationship got to where it got, and that's how it is thriving right now. Listening to things like this. And taking time to discuss it and build and understand where each other are coming from. That's my goal for this show, for it to be a household conversation, a relationship conversation. That's the goal. All right. So I'm excited. We'll catch y'all Sunday service. Or Dream got a video coming out, so y'all make sure y'all check that out. Make sure y'all check out my video on intuition today that I dropped. Love y'all so much. Love y'all so much. Catch you later.
Peace out.
Peace.